What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, JoJo Speaks. Thank y'all so much for joining me for this being my review for the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 10 and episode 11. Once again, I'm not going to go over the entire episode. I'm just going to pick up on the things that stood out to me. So, with this episode, we start out with Tia. Tia's invited all the girls to an event with her co-workers and things of that nature. Seems to be a very white space, so the girls are like the only black women, only black people in that, for that matter, there. Noticeably absent is Stacy. Tia said that Stacy was uninvited after Stacy kicked her out of her Shio launch party that happened on the previous episode. So I'm not surprised that Stacy's not there, and I think that it's a good idea that Stacy's not there so that they don't have an opportunity to kind of jump on her back, which they've been doing all season long. For some reason, they found it important for them to sing the Black National Anthem, which is Lift Every Voice and Sing. Apparently, Angel is a classically trained opera singer, which is great. That's awesome for her. Ashley asked the question, why didn't you ask me to sing? Like, at this point, I really think that Ashley is just trolling us with this whole singing thing. Like, I think Ashley knows that she's not the best singer, and she likes to troll people when it comes to that. Like, Ashley, don't nobody want to hear you sing whatsoever. And so apparently Jazzy joined in on the singing as well. And so, there's that. Angel was only sitting with Kiana the entire time during that entire scene, and Ashley brought that up to her. Ashley was like, if you want to try to get to know us better, you got to sit and talk with us. Do a little bit of work with that. And Angel said that she wanted to be able to get to know the girls better one on one, and so. We'll see if that actually happens throughout the rest of the season. But anyways, then we cut to Angel moving out. So apparently she really couldn't get her story straight as far as what her whole living situation was in Potomac, but apparently she was renting this particular place. Like, when I was watching, I think I was watching either It's Rocks or Rotten the Voice, they said that it seemed like it was an Airbnb. And to me, that's what it seemed like it was because the entire house was fully furnished and it was none of her furniture. So I'm assuming that it was an Airbnb that she was staying in. And apparently, Angel said that the owner of the house double booked. I don't know exactly how true that is, but she was just using this house until she and Bobby found a permanent home there in Potomac. And so she said, we're moving back to Colorado. Tia and Kiana come over to find out that Angel is moving. And so as soon as Tia leaves Angel's house, Giselle calls her and invites her to an event that Giselle and Wendy are planning for a little cowboy, cowgirl type of situation, potluck. All the girls are going to bring up their own dish and things of that nature. And so it seems like it's going to be a fun event. And of course, Tia has to reveal to Giselle that Angel is moving out. And Giselle is like, oh, so Angel just moved here for the show. And it's surprising to me that they broke that fourth wall. But, that's what Giselle's going to do. Giselle's going to do whatever it is that she wants to do on the show. And so there's that. But of course, they're always going to find a way to throw shade at Angel anytime that they get. If they're not doing it to Stacey, they're going to do it to Angel. Easiest people to throw shade at. But anyways, and so we also get to a scene with Stacey and Kiana, and I was shocked that both of them agreed to this meeting. And Stacey said that she's going to order some cheese, and Kiana's like, "Oh no, I don't eat cheese." And Stacey proceeds to order the cheese. Like, I'm assuming that when I was watching It's Rocks, It's Rocks was like, well, maybe they were supposed to share the appetizers. I don't. Appetizers are typically shared, especially when my family and I go out to eat. So I understand why there might have been some issue with Kiana and Stacey still ordering the cheese, but I think that goes to show that Stacey was planning on eating that all by herself. But anyways, at the end of the day, they agree to disagree as far as their relationship is concerned. And Stacey says, well, if you just have an issue with me, just come to me directly. And I think that's the most adult thing that Stacey could have said in that moment. I think Kiana is still going to be a problem throughout the rest of the season. And I hope that this is Kiana's last season of being a housewife because she has got to go. Angel and Kiana have got to go. And the thing is, I like Angel and I see a lot of myself in Angel. And Angel's just not cut out for the show. She's not cut out. And she should have done her homework like Stacey clearly did, because Stacey came, as Carr said, prepared. She came prepared. So there's that. So we get to Wendy and Eddie. I forgot their aliases names that is Roxby using all the time during her reviews, but they're discussing, their renovations as their daughter is taking some classes. I can't remember exactly what type of classes Wendy's daughter was taking, but Wendy says we are over on budget, and it's really interesting to hear them talking about money when they have this whole tax fraud issue that's going on currently right now. So it is what it is as far as that's concerned. So let's get on to this event that Giselle and Wendy are hosting. Stacy actually brings her husband to the event, and I was shocked to see that he came. And Stacey said the only reason why she invited her husband is because of Wendy. So I guess that kind of checks out. Stacey brought some potato salad. Of course, Ashley brings catfish to shade Angel. Like, Ashley just has no chill whatsoever. Ashley got to go too. Ashley, Kiana, and Angel, they need to go at the end of the season. I don't need to see them anymore because Ashley has no storylines whatsoever. She's always talking about her mother and her mother's, bad relationship with her current husband and him not wanting to do anything. And nobody cares about Ashley's singing career, if you want to call it that a career. But anyways, Ashley got to go too. But Angel is very late. I'm assuming that she's coming in from Colorado. I'm not sure. And then when they heard Bobby saying, we'll get there when we get there, Ashley tries to say that, Bobby was being aggressive. And once again, another reason why Ashley has got to go. She's got to go. All the husbands are speaking to Bobby, as well as, I can't remember if they were necessarily speaking to Stacy's husband, but it's always great to see the men get along. And so Angel finally gets there with Bobby, and they sit Angel down and they want to know all the tea about her current living situation. She's kind of doing a spring, summer, fall, September, October, November, December type of thing with the girls. And Wendy just comes out and says, "Girl, we heard that you were evicted." Now, I don't know if you can be evicted from a place that's like an Airbnb or their living situation that they were in at that time, but child, it is what it is. So that's what I thought of this episode of Housewives of Potomac. Once again, season 10, episode 11. What did you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Also, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up. Let me know you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out on my channel. Be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. And be sure to join me every Thursday night at 8 p.m. for my live Hot Topics and Social Commentary show. I always have a great time with my sister Jennifer, as well as our friend Bianca. Also, check me out on Mondays at 6 p.m. with Dustin Butler for my 90 Day Fiancé reviews. We're doing 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. Currently, season 8. We just filmed episode 2 yesterday. It's been a great season. I'm really enjoying the season. As I said yesterday, this might be one of my favorite seasons of 90 Day Fiancé that I've ever reviewed. So be sure to check that out. See you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.